Halo, good day everyone. Ketemu lagi dengan saya. So, hari ini kita akan membahas tentang TOEFL simulation kemarin, khususnya yang listening comprehension. Nah, untuk hasilnya kita bisa lihat di sini bahwa akurasinya masih 34%. Jadi ada beberapa yang masih salah gitu ya. Tapi tidak apa-apa, nanti kita evaluasi lagi. Tuh banyak sekali, bahkan ada yang tidak mengerjakan sama sekali. So I think only 1 or 2% who can complete it all with. Malah nggak ada yang dapat full mark. Paling tinggi ya Gianluca, yang lainnya masih banyak yang salah. Nah, sebenarnya kembali lagi ke teori, what should we do if we want to ignore the voice of my daughter ya? So maaf, ini kena disambi. So what should we do actually if we want to be very good in listening comprehension is of course doing practice. And practice. You can start by listening to music and movies and so on and so forth. Karena memang listening comprehension itu mau nggak mau ngetes skill kita gitu ya. Kalaupun mau dikira-kira itu agak susah. So what you need to do is actually practicing your listening skill. Nah, ada beberapa yang bisa dilakukan. Yang pertama adalah focus on the second line, karena nanti biasanya untuk short conversation itu jawabannya ada di baris yang kedua atau baris sebelum pertanyaan. Kemudian pilih jawaban dengan sinonim, bukan jawaban yang kalian dengar gitu. And then you can avoid similar sounds. Jadi kata-kata yang mirip itu sebaiknya dihindari karena dia bisa menjadi distraction buat kalian. And then the next is of course draw conclusion with who, what, and where. Biasanya dalam soal listening itu akan ada soal dengan yang menanyakan siapa, apa, dan di mana. Nah, untuk soal-soal tersebut kalian bisa melihat di jawabannya. Kalau jawabannya tempat itu biasanya where, kalau what itu biasanya kejadian, kalau who itu biasanya orang jawabannya. Nah, untuk kaidah-kaidah bahasa yang keluar itu biasanya nanti ada passive voice. Jadi biasanya kalau pertanyaannya pasif, jawabannya adalah aktif dan sebaliknya. Ada juga multiple nouns, jadi ada double negative juga. Kalau kita bilang did not like unclean office, berarti like clean office gitu ya. Jadi kalau I didn't not like you, berarti I like you. Nah, karena itu double negatif itu nanti biasanya jawabannya positive. Kemudian ada juga expression of agreement, itu akan sering keluar ketika kalian membaca so do I, me too, I'll say, isn't it, you can say that again. Itu berarti nanti biasanya jawabannya adalah positive statement. The women agree, apakah the woman want to do the same thing or anything like that. And then agreement with the negative statement, ketika kalian mendengar kata neither dua or I don't either, itu berarti dia adalah disagree. So you can just choose any options with the word disagree. And then the next itu adalah uncertainty and suggestions. Jadi kadang nanti kalian akan mendengar ada macam-macam seperti isn't it, as far as I know, as far as I can tell. Nah, ini adalah menandakan kalimat ketidakpastian atau uncertainty. Nah, di dalam kolom jawaban biasanya nanti akan ada is not sure atau is not certain dan yang lainnya. Kemudian the next itu adalah suggestion. Nah, kalau di suggestion itu biasanya akan ada kata why not. Kemudian ada let's, itu biasanya nanti ada pilihan-pilihan suggestion untuk jawabannya. Nah, another things that you need to consider on the kinds of language features here is emphatic expressions of surprise, semacam menggunakan verb, jadi ada kata-kata yang emphasize. Sebagai contoh, there he is here, then you can go, then you do play tennis, then she did read it, then he has gone there. Itu berarti si pembicara itu tidak yakin, mengira bahwa dia tadinya tidak seperti itu. For example, if I say then she did read it, berarti she thought that she didn't read it. So, jadi itu adalah semacam, oh jadi begitu ya, something like that. Emphatic expressions. The next itu adalah wishes. Wishes itu kalau ada kata kalian mendengarkan kata-kata I wish I had time, I wish I did not have time to help, I wish they were at home, itu berarti kenyataannya adalah kebalikannya. So if I say I wish I had time, berarti dia nggak punya waktu. Meaning that the answer that you need to find itu adalah yang berarti has kebalikan dari apa yang kalian dengar. Still, the next itu adalah untrue condition. Itu jika ada kalimat if bla 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 maka bla bla bla, berarti dia adalah maknanya kebalikannya. For example, if I had money, I would buy it. Berarti dia nggak punya uang. He doesn't have money and he couldn't buy it. Jadi kenyataannya adalah kebalikannya. Pilih jawaban yang kebalikannya. Ini nanti biasanya akan muncul di part kedua, maksudnya di bagian akhir dari short conversation. Draw a conclusion, ini adalah khusus untuk longer conversation. Biasanya nanti kalian akan diminta untuk mendengarkan sambil mencari jawabannya dalam ABC.
Ini ada lagi.
So, we are going to discuss the questions first. Starting from number 1, I think we have 30 questions or 40 questions. Untuk UAS nanti yang keluar apa kita akan melihat lagi terlebih dahulu. First of all, apakah possible bagi kalian untuk melakukan listening comprehension yang longer conversation atau tidak? But if it is possible, berarti nanti kita akan adakan longer conversation. Tapi kalau tidak, nanti yang keluar ya hanya yang short conversations. So we are going to start with number 1. With the overview, questions number 1. Let's see.
Number 1. Do you think you could try a little harder?
It's impossible for me to do more.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, kalau kalian tadi dengar, it's impossible. Let me replay it again.
Number 1. Do you think you could try a little harder?
It's impossible for me to do more.
It is impossible for me to do more. Berarti artinya adalah sudah tidak bisa lagi. Sudah tidak bisa lagi untuk melakukan hal yang lebih banyak. Jadi she's doing the best she can. Jawabannya adalah yang itu. Oke, kemudian kita lihat ke yang nomor 2. Maybe I should see the question instead of the ini, sehingga kalian bisa melihat jawaban mana yang paling tepat. Oke, tadi kita sudah nomor 1, kemudian we go to the number 2. Remember to always listen to the second speaker.
Number 2.
What are you so upset about?
Not once on this trip has the bus left on time.
What does the woman mean?
Okay.
Number 2.
Jadi if you listen to it carefully, not once in the trip does the bus always come on time. Berarti tidak pernah kan, itu ada kata negative statement. Berarti tidak ada jadi tidak ada kata-kata yang ada on time-nya. Itu biasanya adalah jebakan. So the answer is the bus has always been late. Okay, now we go to the next questions.
Cepat ibu pakai ini nanti enggak celak hujan.
Number 3. Was there enough soup to go around?
There was barely enough soup for everyone at the table.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, when
Number
you
3.
hear it, you have there is barely enough food. Kalau barely itu adalah kata negatif, berarti tidak ada makanan gitu ya. So, jadi so much food itu adalah malah salah, kebalikannya. Barely enough itu berarti sama dengan not enough ya. So it's important for you to know the meaning of barely itself. Everyone around the table has a lot of soup. Lihat, ini maknanya sama, ini maknanya sama. Everyone got one serving of soup, but there wasn't enough for seconds. Nah, ini yang agak susah itu. Biasanya kalau maknanya sama begini pasti bukan jawabannya. It's either A or either B. Tapi karena tidak ada soup, tapi apakah enough soup to go around? Ataukah got one serving of soup, but there wasn't enough for seconds? Oke, kita lihat jawabannya. So, yang pertama itu maknanya adalah there wasn't enough soup to go around, itu untuk pergi kemana-mana, padahal berarti kan dia cukup supnya. In fact, there is only one serving, jadi tidak boleh, tidak cukup untuk another round, tidak bisa nambah lagi.
Coba pakai ini dulu.
Okay, now we go to the next, number 4.
Number 4. Do you really want to move to Florida?
I couldn't want anything more.
Coba pakai ini
What?
dulu. Biar
I couldn't want anything more artinya adalah saya tidak ingin hal yang lainnya. Itu namanya double negative. Jadi I couldn't want itu kan sudah negatif, ditambah anything itu juga negatif. Berarti cari yang positif. Berarti dia sangat ingin. Jadi yang nih, it's extremely important to her for her to go to she really couldn't move that. Ini bukan. She doesn't want to see the movie juga bukan. She doesn't want to go there anymore juga bukan. Jawabannya adalah yang C. It's extremely important for her to go.
Coba pakai ini dulu.
Next. Number 5.
Number 5. Did you turn in your research paper for history class?
I couldn't turn it in because it was incomplete.
I couldn't turn it in because it's incomplete. Itu berarti dia nggak ngumpulkan. Berarti cari makna yang sama. Bukan she handed, ini mengumpulkan. She was able to complete, ini juga artinya bukan itu. The paper was unfinished. Nah, ini yang paling tepat. Nah, ini semuanya maknanya sama kalau kalian perhatikan. A, B, dan C itu sama. Yang berbeda hanya yang D. Yang benar adalah yang D. The paper was unfinished and she couldn't actually submit it on time. Let's see number 6.
Number 6.
Do you think that your friends enjoyed their trip to the Museum of Modern Art?
Sylvia doesn't care for modern art, and neither does Tim.
What does
Itu adalah kata Sylvia doesn't care and neither does Tim. Berarti dua-duanya suka nggak? Itu negatif ya. Berarti kedua-duanya Sylvia doesn't care and neither does Tim. Itu berarti dua-duanya nggak suka. Meaning that kita cari dari ABC-nya. Neither Tim nor Sylvia is taking care of art. Ini beda loh ya, doesn't care sama taking care. Sylvia doesn't care for anything Tim does. Ini ngarang, bukan masalah itu. Sylvia likes modern art. Ini juga tidak sesuai. Yang benar adalah agree in their opinion of modern art. Dua-duanya sama opininya. Neither does. Jadi jawabannya adalah yang D. Let's go to the next. Number 7. Okay, so we will continue with number 7. Please pay attention on the second speaker because this is still short.
Number 7.
Can your friends go with us this afternoon, or do you think they'll be too busy?
They hardly ever work in the afternoon.
What does the man say about...
Nah, kata hardly ever itu berarti sama dengan tidak pernah. So you have to find the ABC, something that said hardly ever. They always work hard. Ini sama sekali bukan hardly ever. Afternoon, they never work. It's never hard for them to work. They don't do much after lunch. Jadi ini malah tidak nyambung. Yang ini maknanya mirip dengan ini. Berarti it's possible that the answer is okay. They don't do much after lunch.
about his friends? Number 7.
Can your friends go with us this afternoon, or do you think they'll be too busy?
They hardly ever work in the afternoon.
What does the man say about his friends?
Oke, kita ulangi lagi. Sekarang untuk yang nomor 7. Oke, number 7, second speaker.
Number 7.
Can your friends go with us this afternoon, or do you think they'll be too busy?
They hardly ever work in the afternoon.
Okay.
What does the man say?
They hardly ever work in the afternoon. Berarti afternoon itu sebenarnya adalah sore. Mereka itu solo pada sore hari. Jadi afternoon they never work, sama they don't do much after lunch. Mana yang lebih tepat? Adalah yang they hardly ever work. Jadi bukan istilahnya they don't do anything. Afternoon itu ya sama dengan after lunch, setelah jam 12. So the answer is the C. Okay, number 8.
Number 8.
Do you think we could turn the air conditioner on? I'm really uncomfortable.
The air conditioner never works when it gets warm.
What does the man imply? Number 8.
Do you think we could turn the air conditioner on? I'm really uncomfortable.
The air conditioner never works when it gets warm.
The air conditioner never works when it gets warm. Jadi, if it is warm, never works. Berarti, yang manakah? Bukan yang it's hard for him to work when it gets warm. Bukan dia yang mau bekerja. Jadi, doesn't work itu nggak bisa berfungsi ya. Kemudian, whenever it gets warm, he turns on the air conditioner. Kan dia rusak kalau dia panas ya. He likes to use the air. Ini juga tidak. Jadi jawabannya adalah yang ini. The air conditioner only works when it isn't needed. Jadi pada saat panas, malah dia works, malah dia bekerja. So, cari mana yang berbeda, yaitu yang ini. Dan hindari kata-kata yang mirip ya tadi biasanya. Jadi next, number 9.
Number 9.
I heard that your exam results were not too bad.
Actually, I've never done worse.
What does the man mean? Number 9.
I heard that your exam results were not too bad.
Actually, I've never done worse.
Berarti dia never done worse, berarti dia tidak pernah jelek. Berarti artinya adalah dia bagus. Nah, kalau kita nggak ngerti apa yang dia dengar, you can just take a look at the ABC. He did really poorly. Ini sama, he felt worse. He's not too unhappy with the result. The result could have not been better. Kira-kira yang mana? I have never done worse. Jadi saya nggak pernah lebih buruk dari itu. Oke, kita lihat. Jadi selama ini dia merasa sudah bagus, yang ini kayaknya kok paling jelek gitu. I've never done worse. He did really poorly. Jawabannya yang itu. It's quite difficult, isn't it? Let's continue with number 10.
Number 10.
Did the committee come to a decision about the parking problem?
The committee shouldn't have decided the issue when so many members weren't present.
What does the woman mean?
The committee shouldn't decide on the issue when not all the members are present. Jadi intinya ada issue tidak didesain pada saat pada saat semua member tidak datang. Berarti cari yang itu. Bukan yang ini. The committee should have waited until more members were present. The issue wasn't decided because so many members were absent. The issue shouldn't have been decided by all the committee members. Yang paling tepat dengan yang kita dengar tadi,
Number 10.
Did the committee come to a decision about the parking problem?
The committee shouldn't have decided the issue when so many members weren't present.
Berarti tidak banyak yang datang, maka harusnya jadi ini yang benar, shouldn't itu jadinya should have. Ya, jadi jawabannya adalah yang C. Harusnya nunggu sampai banyak yang datang. Number 11.
How soon will you be leaving?
I'm on my way now.
What?
Gampang ini ya. I'm on my way now. Itu berarti apa? He's leaving now. On my way itu artinya leaving. It's very easy. Yang ini agak mudah, yang tadi susah. Next.
Was Steve able to get into the house?
I left the door unlocked for him.
Ini sering keluar di dalam soal TOEFL. I left the door unlocked, berarti dia tidak dikunci. Berarti he was able to open the door.
The dinner special is roast turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy and apple pie for dessert.
That doesn't sound good to me.
That doesn't sound good to me, meaning that she really doesn't like the dinner. So, she prepare a different dinner. Yang D. Kalau misalnya tadi dilihat dari ABC-nya, memang yang paling beda adalah yang D maknanya ya. Next. Memang yang
Could you help me with my physics homework tonight? I'm really having trouble with it.
Sorry, I'm busy tonight.
What does the man...
busy berarti dia apa? He can't help. Right? Bukan he'll be busy with her. Jadi ini jebakan. Jebakan yang benar adalah he can't help her tonight because he's busy. Simple as that. Next.
What did you think of Professor Martin's lecture on the migratory habits of whales?
I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Couldn't keep my eyes open, meaning that she thought the lecture was not really that good because she couldn't keep my eyes open. Berarti nggak bisa tetap buka mata, ngantuk. So, the class was boring. Bukan her eyes hurt. Bukan she thought the lecture was great. That way the class was boring. Jadi memang dicari yang berbeda dari yang kalian dengar. Next.
Have this month's bills been paid, or is that something we need to take care of now?
I paid the phone and electricity, but not the credit cards.
What does the man mean?
Jadi, I paid for the telephone and the electricity, but not the credit card, meaning that he paid telephone and electricity, but not the credit card. Berarti tidak semua dibayar. Nah, kita lihat ABC-nya. Apakah yang A? Apakah they don't have enough credit to pay the bill? They do pay the bill, tapi memang hanya yang electricity. He used a credit card. Ini tidak ada di dalam audio. What she said on the phone was not credible, tidak nyambung. So the best answer is not all the bills have been paid. Hanya salah satu saja. Next. 17.
Will you be able to get back from running all your errands by 4 o'clock?
I'll be back as quickly as I can.
See?
What?
I'll be back as quickly as I can. Berarti bukan calling back, ini jebakan. She'll give it back, ini juga jebakan. She'll definitely be back. Atau tidak ada kata jam 4. Tapi she'll try to return fast. Karena ada kata as soon as she can. Berarti she'll try to return fast. Jadi memang dicari, ini jebakan-jebakannya itu yang back-nya itu tadi. Back itu artinya sinonimnya adalah return. So you choose the D option. Let's see number 18.
Have you seen Tim? I really need to talk with him about the phone bill.
Well, he was here just a minute ago.
What does the woman...
Perhatikan kata-kata he was here just a minute ago. Berarti dia melihat Tim ya. Berarti yang ini salah. Jadi he was here itu artinya adalah he was around. A minute ago itu adalah a short time ago. Jawabannya adalah yang ini, bukan Tim was there only for a moment. Tim will return in a minute. Ini nggak ada informasinya. Jadi Tim was around a short time ago. Jadi ini tidak jelas apakah di sananya for a moment. Mungkin kalian agak kejebak di sini. Padahal dia was there. Itu a short in minute ago itu artinya a short time ago, harus ada agonya. Tapi kalau yang ini artinya dia ada di sana cuma sebentar, tapi siapa tahu dia di sana sudah 1 jam tapi perginya 1 menit yang lalu. We don't know. So the best answer is B. Now we will go to the number 19.
There's a car parked in my spot, even though the sign says that this space is reserved.
I guess we'll have to park somewhere else.
What does...
So I guess we have to park somewhere else. Itu berarti tidak bisa parkir di sana. Meaning, A, B, C, D, jelas. She doesn't like the place, bukan. She doesn't want to get into the car, tidak ada juga. She's glad the spot is reserved, nggak ada juga. They can't park the car there. D is the answer. The
woman mean?
There's a car parked in my spot, even though the sign says that this space is reserved.
I guess we'll have to park somewhere else.
Jadi perhatikan saja pembicaraan yang kedua, terus maknanya apa ya? Okay, let's go to the next, number 20. Oh, you got the answer right over there.
Do we have enough food for all the guests who are attending the reception this evening?
The refrigerator's about to burst.
About the burst,
What
itu
does-
artinya sudah kepenuhan. There's plenty to eat, bukan broken ya. Burst itu artinya sudah penuh. About to itu berarti bukan broken ya, itu namanya slang ya, namanya exaggeration. About to burst. Okay, number 21.
This tea is awfully hot.
Why not wait a few minutes?
What does the woman suggest?
Why not wait a few minutes? Berarti suruh nunggu, bukan drinking the hot tea. Jadi yang letting the tea cool off a bit, bukan making more tea, bukan having the tea immediately, tapi yang ini. Tunggu sebentar, gitu kata dia. Next. Perhatikan bicara kedua ya.
I'd like 2 tickets to the 6 o'clock show, please.
That will be $10.
Where does this come?
That will be $10. Kemudian itu adalah a ticket to a show. Berarti nggak mungkin bus station, a restaurant, or in a store. A show is shown in a theater. So the answer is the D, right? So number 23.
Are you glad that the semester's about over?
I'm not exactly sad that it's ending.
See, well, do you hear what he said? I'm not exactly sad that it's ending. Not exactly sad, double negative, berarti he's happy, yeah? Not he's unhappy, he couldn't be happier to begin the semester, he's glad to be finishing school, or the end semester is bukan yang ini, bukan yang ini. Kira-kira yang he's glad to be finishing school soon, ya? Itu artinya seperti itu, seperti kalian kalau habis ujian yang membosankan, berarti kalian senang. Okay, next.
How much damage did the storm do?
The trees behind the house were knocked down.
What does the man mean?
The trees behind the house were knocked down. Knocked down itu berarti ambruk. Berarti not destroying the house, bukan, tapi trees-nya. The stormy weather caused the trees to fall. Nah, yang ini yang tepat. Knock down itu sama dengan fall. Tapi means itu ada kata trees, ya nggak apa-apa. Bukan kicking the door. Jawabannya adalah the stormy weather caused the trees to knock down. To be knocked down, itu artinya to fall down. Let's listen to number 25.
I hear the football team lost again.
As usual.
Do you hear what he said? As usual. Berarti biasanya juga lost gitu ya. As usual. Berarti mana yang artinya selalu kalah? The team hasn't won often. It's out of the ordinary for the team to lose. Ini bukan. He usually hears about the football game. He usually doesn't pay attention to the football. Berarti kalau sering kalah, berarti jawabannya yang ini. Tidak sering menang gitu ya. Jawabannya yang A. Next. 26.
I have to be at the office at 8 o'clock every morning.
Then you did get a job.
Nah ini tadi namanya adalah empathetic question. And he did get a job, berarti she thought that she didn't get the job. Oke, berarti yang mana? Nih, jawabannya adalah yang kebalikannya. Kalau dia dapat pekerjaan, berarti jawabannya yang tidak dapat pekerjaan. Yaitu yang C. He was not working. Ya, dia pikir. Nah, apakah didengar pertanyaannya yang seperti ini?
What had the woman assumed
Nah,
about...
ada kata what had the woman assumed. Itu asumsinya apa? Dia pikir dia nggak dapat kerjaan gitu ya. Number 27.
How was your vacation in the islands?
If I had not lost my passport, I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
If I hadn't lost my passport, I would have enjoyed it a lot. Di situ ada if clause, kemudian I would have. Berarti itu ada pengandaian. Berarti kenyataannya apa?
What does the man mean?
What does the man mean? Berarti kenyataannya adalah he did not enjoy the vacation. Bukan enjoyable, bukan got lost, bukan he did not really lose. Tapi yang dia nggak bisa nikmatin karena pasportnya hilang. Jebakan. Jebakannya apa, Miss? Ini ada ini lost in vacation. He did not really lose his passport, padahal he lose his passport. Next, number 28.
Can you tell me which bus I should take to get to Riverdale?
The number 8 bus, I think.
What does the man indicate?
Iya, dia indikasinya apa? Dia bilang, I think. Berarti ketika dia bilang, I think, berarti dia tidak yakin. Bukan, I will take 8 hours. He believe he knows the correct route. He assures the woman that he knows the way. Dia nggak yakin kok. Berarti yang mana? Yang he believe, dia kayaknya dia percaya dia tahu gitu. I think, he believe he knows. Bukan he doesn't know, beda ya. He knows, dia percaya bahwa dia tahu. So kalau ada I think dan sebagainya, itu jawabannya adalah yang kayaknya dia tahu, dia percaya dia tahu, gitu ya. Next.
Did the laboratory assistant get a lot done?
He couldn't finish more than one experiment.
We
What?
couldn't finish more than one experience.
What does the woman mean?
He couldn't finish one. Berarti gimana? Tidak bisa menyelesaikan satu ya. He couldn't finish one. Jadi yang mana jawabannya? Nah, the laboratory completed one experiment.
Did the laboratory assistant get a lot done?
He couldn't finish more than one experiment.
Sorry, Ibu. Tadi salah dengar. He couldn't finish more than one. Berarti hanya satu yang diselesaikan. Sorry ya, maaf tadi. Tidak mendengarkan kata more-nya. Number 30.
I really wish the semester would end soon.
You could say that again.
You could say that again. Itu adalah expression of agreement. Ada di sini. Okay, you could say that again. Itu berarti dia setuju. She has the same wish with the man. Yang agreement itu adalah yang D, ya. Bukan really over. Sebenarnya kalau seperti itu ada you can say that again, ya cari yang maknanya. Jadi sebenarnya listening itu kalian harus tahu maknanya juga ya. So you must know some of the words. Kalau mau dikira-kira cari aja yang maknanya beda atau yang tidak sama dengan yang kalian dengar. Kalau itu adalah short conversations. Nah, ini adalah longer conversation. Mungkin ini agak susah. Saya belum kasih feedback ya. Nanti saya akan buatkan feedback untuk quizesnya. Nah, kalian bisa seperti ini, dibaca soalnya dulu. Bisa nggak ya? Saya nggak tahu juga. Bisa nggak next questions gitu ya. Kalau tidak, kalian dengarkan dengan seksama. Question number 31, where does the man want to go? How many different routes? Kemudian, what's the problem with taking a shuttle bus? What does the man finally decide to do? Nah, ini biasanya didengarkan sambil menjawab. Kalau di dalam soal TOEFL reguler itu harusnya keempat-empatnya ditunjukkan dalam satu halaman sehingga kalian bisa mendengarkan sambil menjawab. But because keterbatasan sistem, nanti mungkin kalau saya kasih ini audio, saya akan tuliskan pertanyaan-pertanyaannya dalam audio itu terlebih dahulu agar kalian bisa lihat jawabannya. Okay, where does the man want to go? Kita lihat.
Can you tell me how to get to the music building from here? I have a lecture to attend there.
Oh, are you new to campus?
Yes, I just got here last night.
Well, to get to the music building, you have two choices.
Okay, ada two choices.
Can you tell me how to get to the music building from here? I have a lecture to attend there.
Oh, are you new to campus?
Yes, I just got here last night.
Well, to get to the music building, you have two choices. If you want to go right now, you can walk straight down the street until you're past the Commons, and then turn right. The music building will be straight ahead.
How long will it take to get there?
About 20 minutes.
What's my other choice?
If you don't mind waiting around for a while, you can take the shuttle bus. The bus only takes about 5 minutes to get there.
But I have to wait for the bus?
That's right.
Well, I guess I might as well walk.
Oke, jadi tadi to a lecture, gampang ya? Sudah tahu to a lecture. Tadi pertanyaan yang kedua, ada berapa rute? 2, ya. 2 routes. Kemudian pertanyaan ketiga, what is the problem with taking the shuttle bus? It takes too long, gitu ya. Berarti the bus will not for a while. It takes too long. Terakhir, what does the finally decide to do? He prefers for a walk. Ia akhirnya berjalan. Okay. Question number 35 under 37. Pertanyaannya adalah, what is the subject in this conversation? How will the woman spend Thanksgiving? What were the messages the colonel is thankful for? How does the woman describe her Wyoming vacation? And how did the woman probably travel on vacation? Which of the following did the one do? Oh, inilah yang buat kalian kesusahan, karena kalian harus dengerin.
How was your trip to Wyoming last summer?
It was fantastic. Some of the most beautiful scenery in the country is in Wyoming.
Where did you go in Wyoming?
We drove by Devil's Tower National Monument, and we spent a few days in Laramie, but we spent most of our vacation in Yellowstone National Park.
You went to Yellowstone? I wish I could have gone. I've heard that Yellowstone is just magnificent.
It's the oldest and largest national park in the United States, and it's got spectacular waterfalls, hot springs, and geysers.
Did you see Old Faithful?
Of course we saw Old Faithful. It's the best known of the geysers there. We couldn't visit Yellowstone without seeing Old Faithful.
Do you think you'll be taking another vacation in Yellowstone again? If you do, I'd like to go next time.
Okay, pertama tadi dia bilang fantastic ya. The next. How did the woman probably travel on the vacation? Tadi kayaknya drove ya, berarti nggak mungkin pakai train, jadi jawabannya by car. Which of the following did the woman do on the vacation? Dia kayaknya nggak langsung ke Yellowstone, jadi dia agak mampir-mampir. Berarti yang ini. Stop by at some places before going to Yellowstone. Kemudian, which of the following is a well-known site? Bukan namanya apa? Old Faithful. Ya, Faithful itu nama air terjun. Kesalahan saya dalam soal ini mungkin tidak memberikan pertanyaannya di awal. Mungkin kalau nanti keluar di ujian, nanti akan saya berikan pertanyaannya di awal ya, sehingga kalian bisa mendengarkan sambil mengira-ngira jawabannya. Oke, pertanyaan yang nomor 42 sampai 46 itu when does, kapan? Kemudian how often? Kemudian what is the assignment for the next class? What information is given on the syllabus? And what will professor use to determine the course grade? Coba mainkan audionya.
Welcome to Biology 101. I'm Professor Martin, and this is your laboratory assistant, Peter Smith. This course meets twice a week for lecture and once a week for laboratory assignments. The text for this course is Introduction to Biological Sciences by Abramson. You should get the text and read the first chapter before the next class. You will also need to get the laboratory manual that accompanies the text. I've passed out a copy of the course syllabus. This syllabus lists the reading assignments and exam dates. Note that we will cover one chapter a week for each of the next 15 weeks in the semester, and there will be 3 exams throughout the course. Grades in this course are based on your exam grades and your grades on the laboratory assignments. Are there any questions?
Oke, dia adalah sebuah first day of class, baru pertama kali ketemu, terus diberikan course conduct seperti yang biasa dilakukan di kelas biasa. How often? Berapa tadi? 2 times, twice a week. Ya, jadi lecture-nya ada 2 kali seminggu, membaca kalau nggak salah ya. Chapter pertama itu adalah tugas untuk kelas selanjutnya. What information is given on the syllabus? Informasi apa yang diberikan pada silabus? Itu adalah reading assignments. Ya, jadi buku-buku apa yang harus dibaca. Ini agak susah. What will professor use to determine the final course? Ada 2. Ada apa? Exams and lab work. Itu adalah nanti yang mendetermine the final course. It's difficult if you do not know the questions. Memang, maaf ya. Nanti mungkin akan saya perbaiki sistemnya. Next, jadi kalau untuk yang longer conversation itu kalian dengarkan sambil kalian perhatikan jawabannya yang mana, yang sesuai dengan yang kalian dengar, kebalikan dengan yang short conversation. Ini 47 sampai 50. Pertanyaannya adalah what was the topic? Berarti kalian harus nyarikan tentang yesterday lecture, kata-kata yesterday lecture. Kemudian kalian juga harus mencari kata-kata highest mountain in the Western Hemisphere ya. Jadi Western Hemisphere sama highest mountain itu harus kalian dengarkan. Kemudian the topic of today's lecture. Nomor terakhir itu adalah the most of the words active volcano located. Locationnya di mana? Dengarkan sambil menjawab.
In yesterday's class, we discussed the volcanoes located in the area known as the Ring of Fire, an area which basically encircles the Pacific and includes the United States' Mount St. Helens, as well as Japan's Mount Fuji and Argentina's Aconcagua, the highest mountain in the Western Hemisphere. Most of the world's approximately 500 active volcanoes are located along the Ring of Fire, and the eruptions that take place there are among the most violent in the world. Today, we are going to discuss the volcanoes of Hawaii, which are quite different from the volcanoes in the Ring of Fire. Hawaiian volcanoes are not located along the Ring of Fire, and are therefore not caused by the movement of the Earth's plates against each other. Instead, Hawaii is located in the middle of the Ring of Fire, above a massive plate, rather than where two plates meet.
Okay. Jadi, yesterday lecture itu adalah tentang the volcanoes of the Ring of Fire. Yang sekarang Hawaiian volcanoes. What is the highest mountain? Itu apa tadi? Di mana Aconcagua ada di Argentina, ya. Western Hemisphere itu kan di daerah barat ya. Jadi dia pasti yang Argentina atau United States. Di Indonesia nggak ada. Jadi itu dia bilang Aconcagua. What is the topic of today later? Hawaiian volcanoes. Itu tadi sangat jelas. The volcanoes of Hawaii. Kemudian, what are the most of the world active volcano located in the Ring of Fire? Ya, jadi memang in the Ring of Fire. Jadi ini adalah pembahasan dari semua soal TOEFL yang kalian kerjakan kemarin. To be honest, ada koreksi sedikit menurut saya. Saya nanti akan buatkan questionnaire untuk feedbacknya. Saya lupa ya memberikannya ke kalian segera kemarin. Jadi di sini untuk yang listeningnya mungkin nanti kalau keluar di ujian yang keluar di ujian itu sebenarnya adalah short conversation dan longer conversation. Tapi itu harus saya diskusikan dengan lecture yang lain. Apakah nanti mereka bisa sudah pernah melatihnya atau belum. Nah, untuk yang longer conversation itu nanti akan saya tuliskan soalnya terlebih dahulu, baru nanti ABC-nya sehingga kalian bisa mengira-ngira jawabannya sambil mendengarkan. Nah, berikut ada mungkin sekian saja untuk pembahasannya. So, sekali lagi tipsnya untuk listening itu hanya 2. Yang pertama adalah dengarkan pembicara kedua. Kemudian selalu hindari. Jadi pertama kalau saya dengarkan pembicara kedua terus maknanya apa, terus jebakan-jebakan itu dihindari. Jadi biasanya dia pakai sinonim. Itu yang part 1. Tapi kalau untuk yang part 2 dengarkan sambil menyimak sehingga nanti kalian akan tahu mana jawabannya yang tepat. So, inilah pembahasan untuk listening comprehension. Kita ketemu lagi